as in trailers or other caravans?
I've told me other caravan because I brought it here. So I've told the caravan.
So you've done a bit of towing too. Obviously, you're aware obviously the size of it compared to your car. You just obviously be careful. Look, the hitch. I'm not sure what the hitch was. The hitch similar to that one on your last one?
It was a hitch lock. Yeah, it was just the handle was red. That was all.
Yeah, exactly the same as that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you wear that, so you just have the compressor kicking in. It's a stabiliser hitch. Okay. Well, it works on friction on your tow ball, so your tow ball has to be grease free or paint free.
Yeah.
If you've obviously got grease on it, it's not going to be using friction. What it does, it slows down the movement of pitching your ring. Okay? It won't cut all that movement out.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just there to slow it down. If you load it incorrectly, like putting loads of weight on the back of the caravan, the back end, you'll start doing that, you'll feel that effect.
Right, okay.
So as long as you load it correctly, it's mainly is put the weight on the wheels, low down,
in the middle.
or the axle.
Right.
You should keep away from that.
Okay.
To connect it, obviously, if you tow before, you know, that will hold it.
Yep.
That holds it on the tow ball, so when that's down and that pops up, obviously I'll show you that when we connect to your car.
Yep.
That will lock it on. Then that handle in that position, when it's on the tow ball, that's when it obviously grips it. For the stabilisation. Okay, you've got your electrics, both 7-pin. So you've got
we asked for an adapter, yeah.
Yeah, we just wanted to check what you've got before we
right, okay.
So obviously you'll be 13-pin, but you've got to be careful with the 13-pin. If you had on the last one, making sure that you turn it fully left before you pull it out. If you don't, you can slightly underline the inner circle as such, and you can't get it back in. You need a special tool to put that.
Okay.
So it will realign it. So if you make sure it's fully left before you pull it, it should be fine. Okay, handbrake, obviously very important when you're not on the vehicle.
Yeah.
Jockey wheel, so you can move it up and down. Or obviously higher and lower it onto your tow ball.
Okay.
And obviously you clamp on the side here. Obviously this clamps your jockey wheel up or down in that position.
Okay.
Make sure that is fully tight before you get in. If you go and walk in and that isn't tight, that will go sliding down.
Right.
You know, if that jockey wheel is at this position here, it drops onto the A-frame, that will smash. So make sure, if anything, get all the legs down first if you can.
Yeah.
But if you are just need to pop in, just make sure that is tight before you jump in. Okay, gas locker. Obviously you had your gas locker previously. Pigtail, obviously turn your gas on by turning the valve at the top of the cylinder.
Yes.
Obviously make sure you turn that off when you're travelling.
Yeah.
It connects obviously to your regulator here. Okay, that's onboard regulator. You can use propane or butane, so this is propane. You can use butane off that same regulator, but you're going to need a different pigtail to do it because it's a different connection on top of your butane. But you might as well stick with the propane because you can use that gas all year round. Okay, wind the handle. It's also in there, and you've also got a wheel lock.
Oh, wheel lock as well. Wonderful. Oh, right, okay. So, where if we had a second gas bottle, then how would that fit on there?
Well, all you do is just stored there.
Right. Oh, and we just swap it over.
Yeah, you just obviously you need a gas spanner.
Right.
To obviously loosen that off and put it onto that one. What you can do is shut that there.
Yeah.
So if do that there, that shuts it off.
Right.
It keeps the gas in the system. So when you disconnect that,
you
don't lose all the gas in the system.
Got you.
Okay. You're not going to lose all the gas in the system, but you'll
I know what you mean.
Yeah, you lose a bit.
Is it this in it?
Yeah. All you do is loosen that. Obviously, you need a gas spanner.
We'll have to get a gas spanner.
Yeah, which you only need pence really.
Yeah.
We'll sell them here probably, won't we?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, wonderful.
Also, make sure you do turn off the gas.
Yes.
Right, so come to this side now. Water in.
Yeah.
Get this pipe out. There's this little trigger on the side. So pull back on the trigger, and then you can pull that out. That disconnects it.
Right.
You see, obviously you get a tractor going past. There's no actual pump on the end of this pipe. The pump is on board. So all this is just you got a filter on the end there. To stop anything going up.
Okay.
So obviously that comes with the caravan. And you just click it in.
Wonderful.
Okay, just be careful with this. Most people, when they're storing it, do that and put it inside the sink.
Yeah, that's how ours was when we bought it.
But you've got to be careful is when you plug it in there, it doesn't do that when it's inside the Akerol because you're going to end up just sucking the air out the top of the Akerol instead of taking the water out in the Akerol.
Right, okay.
So make sure it's fairly straight when you put it in.
Straight, right, okay.
Click it in.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is your vent for your boiler.
Yeah.
Okay. Boiler can work on either gas or electric.
Wonderful.
If you want to use it on gas, you need to take the cover off, which that's the cover. So if you take that off if you want to use it on gas.
Yeah.
If you use it on electric, you don't need to. If you try and operate it on gas with that cover still on, it'll just shut the gas off and it won't light.
Right, okay.
Okay, so there's no danger there. So obviously safety cut out will shut it off. Okay. Battery locker. Also you've got 240 connected as well. We've got the 12 volt on our battery at the moment. 240 connected, obviously on our cable again. Make sure when you're connecting, you connect your caravan first, and then unravel it all and connect it to your bollard. If you do it the other way round, you connect it to the bollard, you've got a live cable. And if you're going across wet grass and there's a cut you can't see it, you may get a shock.
Okay.
So it's best to connect it to that. Obviously when you make it up afterwards, go it before you go home, disconnect off the bollard first, then...
Yeah, the other way round, opposite way around. Okay, yeah.
Obviously that is your battery will sit inside that. Make sure the battery is in that, because if obviously that's there for collect any leakage if there's any leakage on the battery.
Right, okay.
But these modern batteries are pretty good, so you shouldn't really have that much problem with that.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Right, motor mover. Did you have a motor mover on your last one?
We did, yes.
Did you ever use it?
Once. I did. I used it once.
I'll obviously show
you.
It was
obviously because the battery was never charged, I couldn't use it, could I?
So you probably wouldn't use it, no.
I did use it once, though.
The isolating key is there. I will show you this afterwards, but that's the position of the isolating key, which allows the power to go through to the motor mover.
Oh, right.
I'll show you that after.
Oh, right,
obviously, you won't be able to move too far because obviously on my battery. Obviously, wastewater outlet.
Right.
So all the water from your sinks in your bathroom will collect there, apart from your toilet, obviously, which is a separate tank.
Okay.
So you need a waste master and you have pipes connect to there, or if you're on one of these posh sites that got all services to that pitch, you can have a pipe direct to a drain actually on your pitch, so you don't need a waste master. And you can have water connection straight to your van as well.
Why is it two pipes? There's one for the bathroom and one for the sink.
So you've got a bathroom, sink and shower come from one, and then you've got the...
I take it this one here is for the sink.
I would assume so, yeah.
And then that one,
I assume so.
I don't know, I don't want to put it in the wrong one, right?
No, yeah, but you won't make... Normally you would connect two pipes into them, into a collecting
We've
container.
got the collecting container, but we've only got one pipe, so we need another pipe.
Yeah, you best have two pipes. Because you want to be running outside and plugging
put it into Right, okay,
not really clean your teeth. Okay, toilet. So this is your flush tank. So it's a reservoir for your flush tank. Okay. What you normally put in there is a pink chemical topped up with water. So it's a small amount of pink chemical. It does tell you on the bottle how much you need to put in. The only time you know it's full is when you can see it through the hole. The only time you know it's empty is when you're flushing it and there's nothing coming out. So there's no indicator on that.
Right.
There's an indicator on your waste tank when it's full, which is on top of the toilet system, which I'll show you after.
Okay.
Okay. Toilet cassette. To get this out, just lift that orange lever there. It should slide out easy. If it's not sliding out easy, the likelihood is you've left the waste gate open on the toilet. Okay, so if you suspect that it's not coming out easy, push it back in, go inside, make sure it is shut. Right. Again, I'll show you that after.
Okay.
And then come back out and then obviously you can pull that out. Yeah, you've got a handle, obviously makes life easier to take it. And you've obviously got wheels. Did you use your previous?
No, we didn't.
Cassette? Right. What you've got here, obviously this is the emptying spout. Also it's got a measuring cup on there as well, so you would need to put blue chemical in before you use it. So blue chemical plus around about half a litre of water goes in there. And that helps to break down the nasty stuff for when you empty it.
Right, okay.
Okay. You have got access here as well. So if you want to clean it as well, you can obviously open that up and you can get cleaning fluids for it.
Right, okay.
Or what I tend to do, I just put some water in there, slosh it around. Be very careful you don't thrash it around because there's a little float inside there, which is used part of the indicator to say your waste tank's full.
Oh, I got
you. You go and loosen it, by thrashing it around, it can end up disappearing down the emptying point.
Okay.
Okay? And then all you do, you've also got an air bleed button there as well, so when you're emptying it, it just allows it to flow out easier. You know, if you imagine a bottle of water upside down, the air tends to stop it from coming out with that. Just press that, and it allows it to easily come out.
Wonderful. Okay.
Okay. So that slides back in. Also make sure it's fully in.
Yes.
And then just underneath here, there's a little tiny pipe which is quite in the right position. Right, so obviously you can put that in the right position. That was just water coming out there. Okay, that pipe there is for emptying the flush tank. So make sure you're emptying that for winter. So if you're not using it in the winter, make sure that is drained out. Also operate the pump. So operate the flush button as well. So you make sure you're draining all the water out. Pushing that button also drains the water out the pump because you don't want that water freezing in there as well. Okay, so that is for draining that. That just sits on a little plastic shelf there.
Okay.
And I'll wipe that down in a second.
Okay.
Okay, are you happy on how to level your van on a pitch? Have you done that?
Not really. Well, we haven't done it, have we?
Sorry?
We haven't done it, so...
No, alright, so I'll explain that one then. Yeah. Right, so obviously before you start doing all this lot,
yeah.
Obviously when you get backing onto a pitch, obviously you've got motor move, it helps as well, just check to see how level it looks side to side first.
Yes.
Okay? If it's not level side to side, then you're going to have to raise one side or the other. Normally you can either use blocks of wood or you can get these plastic ramps which makes life a lot easier. So if you spot it is side to side, they're not level, what the best thing to do is probably keep it connected to the car before, don't disconnect it, keep it connected to the car, and you're going to use the car to pull it onto a ramp either side to level it up.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, you can use a motor mover, but the car's obviously more powerful for pushing it up forward.
Yep.
Either pushing it, reversing it up or pulling it forward is whichever's easier at the time.
Right, okay.
Okay, once you level it, obviously spirit level will be useful.
Yes.
You've got spirit level.
Yes.
Level it up. Once you've got that, obviously brake on, disconnect it off the car. Obviously drive the car out of the way. Then you need to level it front to back. Okay, so you can use the jockey wheel to do that.
Okay.
So you just wind the nose up or down again using the spirit level.
Yeah.
So you wind it up or down to get the nose level.
Right.
The importance of making sure it's level is one, obviously drainage up for your sinks. Imagine a sink plug hole's that side, you're leaning that way, all the water's just going to sit in the sink and not go down the plug hole. Also the fridge doesn't like to run when it's on a slight on a funny angle as well.
Okay.
Okay. So once you've got it level, obviously then you need to get the legs down. Okay, so you use your winder handle. I've got a drill. If you've got something like that at home,
yeah, we're going to get one.
Or whatever.
Yeah, we're going to go.
Get one of them spanner fittings, which you can buy in the shop, and that
it's easier.
It's up and down in seconds.
Yeah.
If you're doing that one by hand, I'd have all the three done by the time you'd still be doing
that one. Yeah. Yeah.
Especially when you turn up and it's raining.
Yes.
The last thing you want to be doing is getting soaked. Okay.
Right. Okay.
So once you've got all the legs down, well, the best thing to do is not get in the van until the back, at least one back leg's down. If you get in the back, it could end up with you looking at the stars or the sky.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
See a nice compressor firing up at the wrong time. Just find yourself.
Okay.
Okay, what we got at the front? What you call a wet locker.
Alright, okay, yeah.
Which has also got a 240 outlet there.
Alright, okay.
So you can thread the cable out through there. And if you've got an awning, you can obviously put electrical stuff into the awning.
Great. Lovely. Okay. Yeah, that's great, yeah.
You've also got a gas barbecue point there as well. Obviously that's the tap to switch it on and off.
Okay.
Okay, don't obviously use the gas barbecue inside the awning.
No.
Obviously the danger of one fire and the other was obviously being the carbon monoxide.
Okay.
Okay. Next thing which is very important is checking your wheel nuts.
Yeah.
It's all ready somewhere, I can't think where I put it, but I'll check it afterwards. Okay. Obviously the reason why we check the wheel nuts is obviously we don't want wheels coming off.
Yeah.
Obviously there have been instances where wheels have come off because people haven't checked them.
Okay.
Or someone may have been tampering with them.
Right, okay.
So you need to check them before each trip. Torque span is obviously the best thing to have because then you can get the correct torque for it.
Yeah.
It's 115 newton meters, which is in your handbook.
Oh, right, okay.
So you can see that. Also, tyre pressure is obviously important as well.
Yes.
Obviously, condition of tyres as well. So if you see...
Is that in the book, the tyre pressures?
Yes.
Yeah, good.
In there as well.
Cool.
You may have tyre pressure on here, actually. Yeah, it's got tyre pressure on here as well. So it's got tyre side and tyre pressure on your plate.
Oh, there you
are. Weights as well.
Wonderful, great.
Okay, I'll check the wheel nuts before you travel anyway.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Would you like to go inside?
Okay.
It might be a bit warmer in there than it is.
Oh, it's lovely and warm in here. Sit down.
It's the customer.
It's lovely.
Nice warm, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, we got the fire on, or the
it's fire on.
fire. See, warm.
Yeah, so it doesn't stop you from going. This time of year, caravanning. Like some people they only go in the summer. You think, well, you spend how much money on a van if you can get away?
Yeah. Toasty warm, isn't it?
You just got to dress up for the conditions, haven't you? And then
definitely, yeah.
You'll be fine. Right.
Where we start?
Right. So the first thing as you come in your van,
yes,
is the control panel.
Yes.
So this is to switch your 12-volt systems on. Okay, amongst other things, which I'll show you in a second.
Right.
Obviously, you always switch that on when you get into your van. When you first start, obviously you don't need to switch them on and off each time you go in and out of the van.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
But when you first get there, setting up, 12-volt system needs to go on, which is that button there. Okay.
Okay.
The control panel is sleeping at the moment. Obviously, you can see that there is something there. Obviously, we've got it is on it, because obviously you can see all the lights working as well. I'll press that. Oh, I'm going to switch it off now. There we go. So that's off. So if you can see that's off, that's 12 volt system off now. You see the two lights at the front? Obviously they're still on. They're actually run off 240 volts.